Okay, good morning. Again, I've got my croissants. I wanted a plain integrale, but I didn't get that. I got, ooh, yummy, 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 yummy. We got one with cream. Not like my thighs need it. Okay, what I want to talk about now is this idea of how, Hitler stole art. My goodness. I mean, these movies, these videos, there's two of them. Here's one. Let's see. Oops. Gotta find it. The Rape of Europe. Mesmerizing. And it won several awards. And it shows you here, imagine the world without our masterpieces. And then the other video is this one, The Secret History of Art Theft During World War II, Hitler's Museum. And this one is by Kultur. And the other one, I'm not sure who it's, MENEMSHA Films. This one, by far, is much more interesting and put together much better. Both of the films are interesting, but The Rape of Europe is done well. And what I just noticed is this Kultur. I'm not crazy about their films. There's some good information in them, but I'm just not crazy about it. But since I am an art critic, an artist, an art historian, a modern art expert, I do try to be open-minded to get as much information, even if I get just a small piece out of it. So, but in this, we'll talk about this one here. And I'll show you some of the photos on the back. And now I'll read you what it says on the back. The Rape of Europa is equal parts of history, thriller, and inspirational. It's a provocative account of the theft, recovery, and repatriation of Europe's cultural masterpieces that considers the Hitler question. It's an epic about the battle to define Western culture that was a subtext of World War II. And it's a jaw-dropping suspenser introducing those unsung heroes who, in the words of the Florentine, scored a victory of beauty over horror. A must-see film. The Rape of Europa manages to do what other film documentaries can only dream about. Now that I would agree with. It presents multiple moments of both heartbreak and triumph, impeccably researched, consistently surprising, and always captivating. It does what a great documentary should do. It fills us with a renewed sense of outrage. This compelling documentary is at once a fascinating history of the Nazis' attempt to steal the great arts of Europe and a testament to art's enduring values. Enough drama for at least 3 Hollywood films. It's absolutely true. And it won the official selection full fame documentary film in the San Francisco International Film Festival. I'd absolutely agree. This particular one goes into great detail about everything Hitler did. It was just unbelievable that before he started the war, he knew what he wanted, and he went in. Yeah, go ahead, you can prendi questi. He went in. He found somebody he felt was like an art critic, an art historian, and Hitler had certain very specific ideas of what he thought was the ideal type of art, but then he buddied up with this guy who then expanded Hitler's view of art, of what was good art, and then they set out to start stealing all the masterpieces before the war, and then bring it back to their country so that ultimately they could have a museum with superior art. And they went and stole art. Then there was a woman who was not German. I don't know if she was Austrian, I can't remember now. But she was working in the building. Amazing woman. She really should get much more notoriety and fame because she saved the whole deal. She went in and was watching them at night and at different hours, where all of Hitler's men would go in and steal all the art and bring it to this place where it was hidden. She would go in at night and would start recording and logging every piece of art that came in and writing down codes and keeping track of where the art got shipped out. And she was also able to document that in the back of this building, they would take the art out and they would just burn the art, any of the art that they considered degenerative. And, you know, I was thinking about it this morning. In today's day and age, also being an artist, you kill yourself making these pieces of art. It's hard enough you can't sell them, typically. But then somebody takes your art and burns it. I mean, that would destroy any artist's soul. And I could see that a person who's gone their whole life making art and having the art brought out back and just burned. And, you know, in today's day and age, we've got giclées, we've got all these ways to reproduce these fine pieces. So even if you lose the original, you've got the reproductions of it. Back in the olden days, you didn't have that, and they might just come and take, you know, 10 years worth of your art and burn it in the backyard because they considered your art degenerative. And here we are in 2011, and some of these artists that had huge amounts of their works burned and destroyed are considered, you know, masterpieces now, and we don't have them. Anyway, the movie, The Rape of EUROPA, also goes in and shows at the very end the different stages of the war lined up with all this stealing of the art and moving it and where it was hidden. And this little house cleaner woman just documented everything, every piece, and was able to make copies, risked her life, and got these copies of these documents sent out so that other people knew where the art was being stored. So then at one point, the American soldiers come in, and they go in a special mission before they do bombing, and they start retrieving all of this art. So these are masterpieces that got saved. Anyway, it's an absolute must. This is an absolute must. The second film adds some interesting information, but I've seen, you know, for me it's good because I learned more, but I think the other one's sufficient. At this point in time, I have to say that two of the Kultur films, Kultur, I'm just not impressed with their movies. If you need more education, sure, it adds some pieces, but I know, like, when I was watching this with my daughter, she barely, you know, was dragging through it and couldn't do it. So, anyway, I got the locals here wondering what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm signing off, and those are two pieces or film critiques on two different movies. Buon appetito! Ciao!